Michael opened the door to an irate Jack, who was sweating and looked like he had been drinking quite profusely. "I don't know how you can possibly look at me after what you've done. Did you really think that I wouldn't find out about this stupid decision of yours to sit down with Alexander? I mean, he called me personally and told me what was going to happen, and I think he did it because he wanted to prove a point. And smugly he told me about your confession to your priest. It was bad enough that you did that, but then you were foolish enough to think that Alexander would leave you alone." Jack, I think we both knew that this day was coming, because if it didn't, I would probably be dead in the next couple of months. He was hoping that Jack would see that his happiness and state of mind was more important than hiding from the truth. I don't care about that, and it would have been better that you did die. You can't possibly mean that, and we've been through too much to let this ruin everything. I was considering not mentioning your name, but that would be just lying on a different level. You were responsible for what happened, and even though that I was the one that did it, doesn't mean that you shouldn't be held accountable. We both have a lot to make up for. And it's about time we stop digging this hole that's been getting deeper every day. I know that my vices of drinking and betting have been my way of dealing with it. I don't know exactly what you've been doing to yourself, but I can imagine that it wasn't anything good. He loved Jack with all of his heart and would never purposely want to hurt him, but this had to be done one way or the other. I want to punch you in the face, but you're not worth the effort. It was that damn girl that came here into your life that made you into this sniveling bitch. It was probably her idea in the first place that you speak to the press, and I hope that she burns in hell for all time. Do you think that opening up this can of worms is going to do anybody any good? You're so naive, and you were so young and stupid at that time that I had to take your hand and hold it. Don't forget who found you, who created you, and made you the star that you were. I could have forced you back into the ring, and you would have gone like some kind of mindless puppet, but I didn't do that. Michael could see that his friend was agitated, and his fist was balled up at his side, ready to punch him. If he had did that, he would take it, not try to deflect the blow, and just let the fist make contact with his face. It didn't matter, because he couldn't raise a hand to his mentor and trainer, not when they had gone down this road together. I know how you feel, and there are days that I want to punch myself, but I decided to bury myself in the bottle. This is my life, and if I want to tell my story, then I'm going to damn well do that, and not even you are going to stop me. Just because you are feeling guilty and you don't want to talk about this doesn't mean that I can't. I'm sorry that this is going to interfere in your life, but I think in the long run you'll see that this was the right thing to do. Michael reached out his hand to Jack, but found that Jack was pulling away and then shaking his head, like he couldn't believe that he was going to betray him like that. You have no idea what you're doing, but when the dust settles, I hope you don't come crying to me. I won't be around to hold your hand anymore, and I've already gotten a flight out of here as fast as I can go. I'm not sticking around to be placed in jail, and if you want to go down that road, you're going to do it alone.